A video surfaced, Sandman, earlier today that rapper DaBaby was arrested out in Miami. I'm gonna play the video for the people here on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm reading this word for word from TMZ, so let's hear it. We'll hear it all live. DaBaby got hauled away in handcuffs, and it's because cops wanted to hear what he has to say about a robbery. TMZ has learned the rapper's been taken to police headquarters in Miami for questioning by detectives regarding a robbery Thursday around 12:30 p.m. 7 cop cars were on hand when DaBaby was handcuffed. You guys saw the video earlier. So that, as of late, is right now the only thing. He was arrested last week, like we were talking about, out there when he performed at the Bojangles Coliseum. So does this lean more toward the line of something deeper or causing ruckus? Oh God, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know, man. You know, this dude is a millionaire now.
They're painting the picture as causing ruckus.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He's a multi-millionaire. I can't imagine any reason why it would be robberies going on. You know what I mean? Usually people are robbing for money, drugs, things like that. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it does appear, and I hate to go off on this tangent because we really do not know, but I see, and I was telling you in the pre-production, I'm like, yo, don't it seem like all these rappers that, you know, somehow, some way, when they're moving up their career, especially early on, they get some type of charge or they get arrested or something happens with them. Even some of the R&B singers, it trickled all the way down to even that. So, yeah, man, I think it's a pattern here. We already know about the hip hop police, and even with the Lil Wayne with his jet being searched and everything. I was reading a particular comment, and somebody was saying that it was like, look, I know somebody who's a pilot, and it was like it's just like driving, you know what I mean? They ain't, you know, nothing crazy. They don't take no oath or nothing like that to tell, you know what I mean? He said, just saying that, you know, people now being targeted, you know what I mean? The jets now obviously being targeted now, and their cars, and we know about this, and we know that it only intensified. Hell, we just got finished sitting in a federal trial, and we know that they look, for one, if you're a rapper, you're probably being investigated, followed by the FBI. You got to know that, you know what I mean? They're always looking for something to try to get you on. So, you know, we'll wait to see more details of this. I don't know about DaBaby, but I do know about the pattern with previous rappers, and it don't look good. They better be careful and beware, because the long arm of the law is watching.
And it don't seem like anytime you listen to this young brother on an interview or anything, the more you listen to him, the more it seems like he has his head on the right shoulder, understanding what he has going on and the significance behind his artistry, his platform, his brand right now. I don't think he would do anything childish or stupid like that, but they're compiling a lot of evidence right now. They look like they have something in mind with you.
He's gonna speak?
Do I think he's going to the police?
Cooperate with them?
Listen, anything's possible.
I doubt it.
I don't see it. No.
Right. Nah. Well, then, I mean, he can possibly risk, you know, sometimes they will try to hold you. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's in Miami, so they got bail down there. Be able to get bailed out. I don't know, man. It's just a crazy pattern. I'm sure the people in the comment section are going to be writing, yeah, it's this and that, and it's this picture of what they got to do when they get arrested and stuff. But it's scary. It's almost like, to be a rapper now in America, you got to get shot, you got to get killed, die of a drug overdose, arrested, get some type of case right now, like, to be relevant. That's what it seems like right now. Like, where are the guys? Like, we got to go back and do some real good research and look at a list of all the rappers that have been arrested since like 90, and the ones that haven't. I guarantee we'll be shocked to see how big that list is.
It's probably way bigger than we know.
Yeah.
I could think a lot off bat that you would be real surprised about. I mean, they're in better positions now, thank God, but they've been in the long arm of the law.
It's crazy. Soon as Diddy clowns him.
You throwing around a lot of shit, oh God.
That's what people want to say.
I know you really messing with them right now. They probably gonna get excited to hear this, because you're throwing them all out there in the air right now. You think this was more music industry than law and them targeting? You think it's something he's being initiated?
Nah, I ain't going that far. I mean, I know what the people say, and it's sometimes it's good to like feed into that, like read them, like, yeah, this may be true, but you know, a lot of stuff goes on in the street and whatnot. Yeah, it's possible he could have been framed. Who knows? It's possible that something could have actually went down. It's possible that they messing with this dude.
Right.
I don't know. I would keep all things on the table at this point, man, and not exclude anything.
Hey, well, you'll get it right here first on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast as soon as we hear more.
Yeah, you know how we do over here on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. You're tuned into episode 289 of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, the rawest podcast right now in hip hop, the most intellectual podcast in hip hop, man, doing our thing today. Nick Gordon yesterday, Sam, man, I know you were real, you followed this thing real close. I think this whole Whitney Houston thing, because you was a fan of Bobby Brown, right? Back in the day. Not really though.
Bobby Brown's one of the baddest R&B singers to ever live. But nah, it wasn't as deep as old guys throwing that out there. Hell nah.
Yeah, well,
All jokes aside.
Yeah, Nick Gordon, who was the ex-boyfriend of Bobby Christina, passed away yesterday at just 30 years old. Some of the things that we go through as entrepreneurs, Master P put out a video, inspirational video. We want to play that clip and just share our thoughts on that.
Indeed. Let's get to it.
Yo, so it's 2020. That's what I want to tell y'all. This is about getting out of your comfort zone. Anybody that want to be successful, I'm here with my kids. I want to tell y'all it's not about winning. We don't care if you lose. Everything is a lesson, a learning experience. Like Abraham had to leave his land.
He had to leave his country. God told him to leave with just his family.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it shows you can only grow in a certain soil.
Yeah.
Environment is everything.
Oh, yeah.
God knows best.
So people don't realize you got to get out your comfort zone. I want people to know, even me being here, it's not about music. I want to teach my people economics, banking. I want to teach them financial literacy. I got the Master P Master Class. Rome, it's like I get thousands of people come to my concert. If I say I'm going to teach you something, give you the blueprint on life so you can raise your family, your kids, a couple hundred people might show up. Yeah. We got to change that.
Got to change that, man. Good. Yeah. Well said by Master P. Oh, God, what you think about that?
Yeah, well, we seen that too when it comes down to like even what we do, like a video be about something, beef or whatever, you get hundreds of thousands of views. But if we talk about, we got a mentorship class or something that we want to help people show them
a school in Africa.
Yeah, something like that. 600 to 1,000 people may just be interested in it. And it's definitely something that has to change, but it's important, that Master P continue to do that, because you reach one reaches 10,000, 2, 20,000, 3, 30,000. So it's just like out of those 200, man, hopefully they're taught to bring people in and show them what they learn so that they can be successful. I know that's one of the things that I kind of kick myself about so much, is not learning about finances, real estate, credit earlier on in life, like 10 to 15, 10 to 18. We should be learning about that, because you get, you go through it. And what happens is we learn by trial and error. We fuck up our credit. We overextend ourselves. Next thing you know, you're 30 years old trying to clean up from mistakes you made in your 20s. And it's just like, imagine if somebody took the time to give us those tools so we knew that, all right, you got to save a certain portion of your income. Okay, you got to keep your credit clear. Okay, you got to try to live, under your means or below your means as much as possible. But we were never taught that. We were taught to the contrary. You get a job, go work, and you can't really get ahead. You you can, but it's that much harder, to do. Also, obviously, entrepreneurship, as I'm sure Master P is going to get into, is I think should be taught more. But I salute it, man. It's nothing you could say ever negative about that. I just hope he continues to do that, man.
Yeah, and it's important. Like you said, we don't get to. I wish we would have learned this sooner. Hell, I wish that people would have told us that we could restore our credit faster than what we were taught. Because I remember hearing ghost stories. Once your credit was screwed up, it was messed up for 10 years. So I used to go, fuck it. It's messed up. So, I mean, I might not even care about it because it's screwed up. There's nothing I can do. That's a lie. And all we could do now is pass it on to the generation behind us. And that's why I think it's we got a real bright future ahead of us, because we're starting to open doors for different circumstances that we weren't privy to having. Now, we always grew up under some hardworking people that busted their ass. No matter what line we look down in our family lineage, they all worked hard. You know what I mean? But we weren't taught the fact that we can do this on our own. We can be our own bosses, our own entrepreneurs. And we didn't have to go to a 9-to-5 job and take away 40 hours a week from our family, add 10 hours to that with travel, 50 hours a week from our family.
Yeah.
We can devote that to them and make 10 times more than we can ever make sitting there clocking in and out of a job. Thank God we have that now. And people also don't give you the grind. And that's the great thing that I know that we've kind of been taught, is how to be resilient, how to get up, when you get knocked down. There's never a time where quitting is in the vocabulary. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. If you get fired from a job, take it as a blessing in disguise.
Right.
Find a silver lining in it and work hard, because adversity, like I put on Twitter today, adversity is nothing more than you're testing your will. Absolutely. How are you going to respond from something that may potentially scare you, hurt you, set you back a couple steps? How are you going to respond from that? And that ultimately comes your greatest result. I remember reading Charlamagne's book, Black Privilege, and he talked about how he got fired from 100.3 to Beat when he was out here in Philly, and then he had to move back in with his mom. He was 30-something years old with his wife and his kid, and he didn't know what was going to go on. And then not Cactus Jack, what's my man? I forgot his name. You got pardon me right now. Rest in peace. Right. He
Combat Jack. You mean?
Combat Jack. Yeah. Called him up, told him to go out to 105, do his thing, and the rest is history.
Right,
Seemed like long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. So always staying resilient, always never quitting, and always responding to adversity, man, is what breeds champions. And that's why it's good that those 200-300 people that was sitting in there, although it may not seem like much because people like to be entertained, people don't like to respond to adversity, and those are your diamonds in the rough.
Yeah,
those 200 or 300, potentially 10 to 15% of those are gonna change the world, man.
Yeah, and a lot of times, Sam, man, you know, like I know, you ain't always gonna see it clear, the picture. Like you may like, it may not. Oh, it didn't go like I planned. You still got to stay the course. You still got to fight through it. And I was listening to a brother, man, and it really definitely inspired me, because the inspiration comes from knowing that you've done things before, but you got to have confidence to know you can continue to do them. And sometimes people, they'll do it and they'll start getting down on themselves. But he was saying that pretty much Oskino, you know, former member of Rockefeller, was saying that he was to go around and tell everybody that he was going to sign with Rockefeller. And, you know what I mean, on his 21st birthday, he signed with him. And we've been there where we talked things out and people thought we was crazy as hell. But then, you know, a few years later, a few months later, now we're walking into it. So you got to see it. You know what I mean? You got to see it first, but you ain't always going to see it when you're going through it. It's like a double-edged sword. Like, you got to be able to imagine it, that you can be, like, you want to be the boss, you want to be the CEO, but you might not always see every single step it is to get there. Sometimes you got to just push through, and when you see a hurdle, act like it ain't there and keep forward. And this fell forward is the main thing, man. Definitely.
Yeah, and negativity always screams louder. It's like a barking dog, but it's all bark. You know what I mean? When you sit back and you really get to work and really get to get rid of the distraction and stuff, the real beauty and the real reward is behind the silent work and the silent things that we don't get to see, or we really don't get to publicize or enjoy as much as the negativity, man. But y'all keep moving forward to 2020. Don't fall into the cliche, new year, new me. Start fresh, do your thing, and keep it consistent, man. That's all we can say over here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, shout out to Master P and all he's got going on with his business endeavors. I want to talk about this, Sam, man. YG.